Now, the Madlanga Commission continues with testimony from KwaZulu-Natal Hawks head Lesetja Senona. And he sought to testify for one day, but the chairperson overruled this, saying that he will testify until he is done. For more on what transpired yesterday, let's cross now to Canny Maphanga, who's been there for us throughout. Canny, good morning once again. And we started earlier on by just looking at, the beginning and, of course, the broader overview. But let's take it further for those who may have missed the proceedings yesterday.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Sakina, and to the viewers once again. Where we left off was his evidence in chief regarding his version of events, which was primarily denials against the very serious allegations he is facing in relation to the alleged improper relationship or alleged improper beneficial relationship that he would have enjoyed with alleged cartel member Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. Now, in this particular hour, what we need to look at is how cross-examination is able to uncover any discrepancies in a version, and that is the goal of that testing of the versions, if it is improbable or if it can be accepted what is being stated by the particular witness. And what we're seeing in this particular process is that there are some discrepancies or some parts of his version that could be improbable. An example is the fact that he was trying to water down the relationship at Vusimuzi Cat Matlala as that of a social relationship. However, when the evidence was tested through his own conduct, it points to a different picture. So essentially what the Commission has looked at is factors such as him sending the disbandment of the PKTT letter to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, the alleged cartel member. He says that he just sent it because it was on social media and everyone was talking about it. However, if we go back, Sakina, we remember that when it was released on social media or leaked to social media, at the time, it wasn't an issue that was of interest to the greater nation. It was really something that was known in those inner circles of the criminal justice system, that is the SABC, the NPA, etc., because they would have had the context behind the saga of the PKTT. However, the nation only really learned of the alleged motives behind the PKTT disbandment through the July media briefing of Mkwanazi. So at the time that he sent it, he can't explain to the Commission why he sent this disbandment letter to his friend of a social nature unless he believed that that particular individual had an interest in the PKTT. We now know through the evidence that at the time that this disbandment letter was issued, the PKTT was closing in on alleged cartel members. That includes Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. They had visited his home and conducted a raid in search of Jerry Boshoga, and they had visited his premises when they were supporting the counterintelligence. So it would be of interest to this individual to ensure that the PKTT was not thriving. He also can't explain his conduct where he praises his role in line with the Constitution, but faced with illegality, he does nothing, such as when he sent, or rather when Vusimuzi Cat Matlala sent him a video of an internal SAPS discussion about payments, supply chain management process. And this is a person who is outside of the SAPS network, but had a video discussing service providers and who was going to be paid. And you can't explain to the Commission as to why he received a video of this nature, never flagged it with his finance department or with the SCM processes. It is those kinds of questions that see a version fall to pieces, Sakina, and we expect that that hard probing will continue at 9:30 a.m. this morning when he continues to take the stand and the Commission continues to get to the bottom of this alleged relationship between him and Vusimuzi Cat Matlala.